And we are back from commercial break. Thank you for tuning in to the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Hope you guys are having an amazing night. Hope you guys are totally here to talk everything about professional wrestling. Hope you guys are here to kind of see how good my haircut looked. I got it cut the other day. Not too bad. I did see a gray hair the other day. I got to be honest. Not too happy. This is we're talking about wrestling. So we're going to move on to our next segment. We're going to talk about injured and inactive WWE women superstars. But before we move on, I want to remind you guys to use the tips and donations link at the GSMC podcast.net with your questions, comments, concerns. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me you hate my hair. Tell me you love my hair. In that case, my number is, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. Totally married. Totally married. Um, unless you're like Beyonce. If you're Beyonce and you're like, dude, this guy from the Wrestling Laureate podcast, like, got me looking so crazy right now. I'm just kidding. No, moving on. So the link is at the GSMC podcast.net. Remember to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Make sure you follow the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast and the network, the GSMC Sports Network. So yeah, don't be afraid to be a part of the show, guys. There are no wrong answers when we're talking about wrestling. Absolutely not at all. Can't wait to find out what you guys have to say about professional wrestling. So let's go ahead and dig on into it. So recently, you've kind of been getting the vibe of a lot of WWE women's wrestling, a lot of wrestlers that aren't here, and obviously, in my opinion, I feel like it could be doing a lot better. Obviously, right now you kind of have the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. In my opinion, I don't hate Liv Morgan. I don't hate Liv Morgan at all, but I feel like right now it is kind of lacking a little prestige, in my opinion. But obviously, there's a lot of other outside factors besides that. Right now, you have the WWE champion Bailey, kind of being, she's doing the best she can. I feel like she's doing the best she can right now. I feel like she's kind of at the point in her no, not in relationship, in her career that ultimately she's kind of there to put kind of put young superstars, kind of over right now. But obviously, like, you kind of see that with Naomi. Naomi right now, she's 36 years old. So, she's kind of right now in that particular point in her career where she might be like kind of like, topping out a little bit. And I'm not trying to, diss any of these girls, because obviously these girls are phenomenal superstars. They've, worked their arse off to be highly noticed in professional wrestling. They've done it when they were, they had a passion for it ever since they were young. They put the butts in the seats. They keep us entertained. They keep us, subscribing to Peacock every month. So, definitely can't hate on that. Also Natalia. Natalia is another one. She's at 41 years old. You've seen her, of course, you kind of got that vibe when she lost at the WWE NXT Battleground to Lola Vice. Not Lola Vice. No, I think she did lose. No, yeah, yes, no, maybe. No, she lost to, no. She was training Carmen Petrovich, and Petrovich lost to Lola Vice, who was being trained by Shayna Baszler. And then, you saw Lola Vice defeat Natalia kind of moving forward, but she's 41 years old. She's definitely not that stage, and this is nothing to be bad. This is nothing to be mad about, because if you're someone in professional wrestling that it's like, look, like, you're so damn good, you're so prestigious, you kind of already completed and accomplished everything there is in terms of the professional wrestling industry. We need you to kind of steer these youngins straight, so they could, and it sounds kind of bad to, like, they're not replacing anybody. I feel like in terms of professional wrestling, once when you kind of make your name, it's kind of there forever. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if there's a confidence behind there because it is choreographed and scripted, that it's not like it's not like sports where you have Aaron Rodgers pissed off at the Green Bay Packers for drafting Jordan Love and have a lot of animosity there. I think most of these superstars understand that it is entertainment. It is a show. It's a weekly show. One of the best damn weekly shows that's been running. I think Michael Cole said it on Monday Night Raw that they're on their 1,000 something episode. That's very, very impressive. Absolutely, 110%. Especially with the world changing, with the attention spans changing, with social media changing, with like it's crazy. It's crazy that WWE, kind of stays on this point. And also, just a quick little Shayna Baszler is also at 43 years old. She lost to Lola Vice at WWE NXT Battleground, which totally makes me think that she's, in that position in her career that she's going to put young people kind of over her unselfishly. Obviously she has a lot of accolades too in WWE NXT, also in UFC. So yeah, honestly, I feel like these superstars are kind of like at their age. To kind of Bailey once again. Bailey's at 35 years old, not that old. Her and Naomi aren't that old, but you have all these young superstars coming in young and hungry. So I feel like WWE is kind of Also Asuka. Asuka, she's at 42 years old. Asuka's probably one of those that I kind of talk about with taking a grain of salt because she has so much left in her right now. But if she's going to, kind of mentor maybe like Kyrie Sane or Io Sky, this that could heavily be a possibility. Well, honestly, why wouldn't that pod? Like, why wouldn't anybody be ready to kind of jump into this role? You're basically getting paid to train someone, and these superstars get paid so much money. It's so much damn money. That would honestly kind of be the best, kind of be the best gig in my opinion. But honestly, that's my opinion. So, once again, like you have these superstars coming back. You also have these superstars like Naomi, Natalia, Shayna Baszler, Bailey, and Asuka. It's time. WWE, you need to establish this kind of sooner rather than later. AEW has it, the TBS Championship. Ring of Honor has it, the Women's World Television Champion. And New Japan has it with the New Japan Strong Women's Champion. You guys need a mid card belt. How many times you guys have to see this on Instagram? How many times you got to see this on TikTok of people posting the same video over again? How many times you have to hear me say it on this podcast? Aren't you getting tired of it? Aren't you getting annoyed? Maybe I should just do like 5 segments of why there should be a Intercontinental Championship, for the mid carders for women's wrestling in WWE. I feel like I don't know why they're not doing it. I don't understand. Do not, honestly, I'm kind of baffled. I'm not, too sure about like how Triple H, kind of views it. But I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. Definitely something that could help the women's division. Even Undertaker said it he said it in an interview that there should be a WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. There should be a WWE Women's United States Championship. Completely levels the playing field. Obviously, you have two brands. It can only make the brand better. It can only make titles better. It could expand the roster. You could probably expand the roster, probably like five girls each on Raw and SmackDown. You can have, the debuting Blair Davenport. You can have Blair Davenport fighting Naomi for this championship on SmackDown. You can have Lyra Valkyria fighting the United States Championship. Against someone like Becky Lynch or whatever. Like there's possibilities. There's a lot of possibilities, especially kind of moving forward in terms of that. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy. You kind of have all these returning champions returning, chasing after one championship, which is kind of all bad, kind of all bad. Obviously you have Gigi Dolan coming back. You're gonna have Nikita Lyons, Cora Jade, Danny Palmer, and Mieko Satomura. But they have something to fight for. They can fight for the WWE, NXT Women's North American Championship, also the WWE Women's North American Championship. You have Alexa Bliss coming back. You have Asuka coming back. Becky Lynch, Carmella, Charlotte Flair, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, Shotzi, Valhalla. That's a whole lot of talent. That's a whole lot of talent. It's time. WWE, come on. It's time. You have them all going after one belt. And let's be honest, you're not going to see these girls make it back from injuries or the inactive roster and be like, yeah, I can't wait to tag with somebody. Obviously, you kind of had that kind of blow up in their face with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Like they were great superstars, they were great wrestlers, but it got to the point where they were wrestling people like Candice LeRae and Andy Hartwell. You're kind of looking at them like, I'm like, dude, how the hell is Hartwell and Candice LeRae still in this match? Like, that's insane. These girls are highly kind of playing low to their own capabilities inside of the ring. So it's time. WWE, it's time for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Obviously, I kind of say it. I don't want to say, I said it before The Undertaker, cough, cough, but I said it before The Undertaker. Just kidding. I don't want to piss off the dead man. I don't want the lights to go dim and be like, oh no. I don't want like a burning casket showing up on my front porch, and my wife's like, "Hey, what's up with the burning casket and the dude with the black hair? What the hell?" I'm just kidding. No. All right, well, guys, stay with me here. We're almost done here. Um, we're gonna move on to our next segment. We're gonna talk about professional wrestling and social media. So hey, do not go anywhere.